Hello everyone and welcome to The Young and the Restless Soapy Stories channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. YNR shocker. Colin admits he is Dumas and tells Victor he must die to save everyone. To protect everyone you love, Victor, you need to die. And I'm the one who has to make it happen. Colin Atkinson, revealing himself as Aristotle Dumas. Tornado the setup, a meeting at midnight. In the heart of Genoa City, the storm rages. Rain lashes the windows of the Newman ranch. Inside, Victor Newman sits by the fireplace, a tumbler of brandy in his hand, staring into the flames. The shadows flicker. He's restless, unsettled. Something is wrong, and he knows it. At exactly midnight, the front door opens. The butler announces hesitantly, "Sir, you have a guest." A tall, older man steps in from the storm. His coat is soaked, hat low, and for a moment, Victor doesn't recognize him. Then, a flicker of recognition. "Colin," Victor says. "Back from the dead?" The man slowly pulls off his hat. His eyes glint. He smiles, not with amusement, but with burdened resolve. "Not quite," the man says. "Not Colin anymore." Victor stands. The man steps forward. "My name," he says slowly, "is Aristotle Dumas." Firecracker the reveal. Colin Atkinson was a mask. For decades, Colin Atkinson was the smooth-talking, international con artist who slipped in and out of scandals, schemes, and the lives of Kane, Jill, and the Chancellors. But what no one knew, not even Kane, was that Colin Atkinson was a fabricated identity. A false life, created to escape something darker. He was never Colin. He was always Dumas. "I faked my death years ago," Dumas explains. "Victor, you knew the name Aristotle Dumas, but only from the ashes of corporations and rumors. I used Colin to slip inside Genoa City. To study it. To understand you." "Why?" Victor growls. "To decide whether to destroy you or become you." Magnifying glass tilted left the history. Why Dumas disappeared. Dumas explains that in the early 1990s, he discovered Newman Enterprises was indirectly connected to the collapse of his original research institute in Europe, one that was developing clean energy and medical technology ahead of its time. "I was trying to change the world," he says. "But someone needed my patents. My data. You bought the company that dismantled my future." Victor defends himself. "I invest. I acquire. If I bought something tied to you, it was business. Nothing more." "To you maybe," Dumas replies. "To me, it ended my life." That was the moment he created the persona of Colin Atkinson. "It got me close to Chancellor. Close to Jill. Close to Kane. And eventually to you." Anxious face with sweat the twist. The world is in danger. Dumas/Colin reveals a harrowing truth. One of his long-buried research projects, developed under his real name decades ago, has resurfaced. It's a bio-coded algorithm, capable of controlling financial markets, power grids, even AI. It's now been stolen by a shadowy network using Newman's old European subsidiary as a front. "They're about to unleash something global," Dumas says. "Unless I stop them." Victor leans in. "What does this have to do with me?" "Everything," Dumas says. "Because they only want one thing in exchange for shutting it down, your death. Bomb the deal. Victor must die." The organization sees Victor as the ultimate threat to their plan, a mogul with the influence to interfere, investigate, and expose. "They've tied your name to every offshore company I once owned," Dumas reveals. "They've built a case that could collapse Newman, unless you're silenced." Victor stares. "You made a deal with terrorists?" "I made a deal to protect Kane. Jill. Abby. The whole damn city." Victor, enraged, pounds the desk. "You don't get to decide whether I live or die." Dumas' voice breaks. "I didn't. They did." Broken heart, Kane overhears the truth. Unbeknownst to both men, Kane Ashby stands outside the door, having followed Colin back to the ranch. He hears everything. His mind races. His father, not his father? Victor in danger? The world on the brink? He bursts into the room. "You're Dumas?" Kane demands. You lied to me my entire life? Dumas turns, pain in his eyes. To protect you. Bull, Kane growls. You are going to let Victor die? Victor stands, facing both men. I'm not going anywhere. And I'm certainly not going to let you sacrifice me like a pawn. Brain Victor's strategy. Beat them at their own game. Victor, now fully aware of the threat, launches into planning mode. He contacts Michael Baldwin, Kevin Fisher, and even Phyllis, who still has access to digital firewalls and cyber tools most wouldn't dare touch. Dumas gave me the key, Victor tells them. Now we build the lock. He also warns his children. Victoria is furious. Dad, how many times do we have to be dragged into your wars? Nick offers backup. Whatever happens, I've got your back. Adam grows quiet. What if this time they win? Fire the plan. Fake Victor's death? Together, Victor and Dumas devise a risky counterattack, staging Victor's death long enough to trigger the organization's shutdown protocol. If they believe I'm dead, Victor says, they'll disarm. Then we move. Dumas adds, but you only get one shot. If they discover it's fake, they won't, Victor assures him, because you're going to pull the trigger. Performing arts the final scene, a fake assassination. In Chancellor Park, a charity gala becomes the stage. Hundreds gather. Victor steps to the podium. Suddenly, a gunshot. Victor collapses. Chaos erupts. News breaks across town. Victor Newman assassinated. Face screaming in fear, cliffhanger ending. But backstage, in the shadows of the gala tent, Victor removes a blood-soaked vest. He looks at Dumas. Let's see if your friends take the bait. Dumas nods. They will. And then we end this. From the darkness, however, another figure watches. It's a woman. She speaks into a burner phone. He's alive, she whispers. Initiate phase 2. Crystal Ball coming next week on YNR. Victor hides in plain sight under a new identity, as Marcus Black. Abby is devastated by the fake death and lashes out at Dumas. Kane faces the ultimate choice. Forgive his fake father or expose him. Victoria and Adam team up to secretly run Newman behind closed doors. Dumas receives a final message from the organization. One Newman must die or Genoa City burns. Colin admits he's Dumas and says Victor must die. Face screaming in fear bomb. CBS YNR shocker. Colin is Dumas. And he wants Victor gone. Fire coffin. The mask comes off. Colin's secret identity and deadly plan exposed. Performing arts collision. Colin reveals he's Dumas, and his deal puts Victor in deadly danger. Flushed face kitchen knife. Victor's life on the line. Colin's chilling confession rocks Genoa City. Police car light firecracker. Colin is Dumas. His plan to eliminate Victor will leave you speechless.